20 questions to ask yourself when leasing commercial space. Number 1. Do you know what an expense stop is and how it will affect your operating expenses? Do you understand the difference between a gross lease and triple net lease? Number 2. Can the landlord forcibly relocate you somewhere else in the building if it decides to lease your space to someone else? Number 3. Do you have rights to terminate your lease, or are you obligated to the entire term? Number 4. Are you providing a personal guarantee on your lease? Is a personal guarantee even appropriate, and what are the alternatives? Number 5. Do you have the right to audit the landlord's books if you disagree with surprise rental rate increases? Number 6. Is there a maximum cap placed on the operating expenses the landlord is allowed to charge you? Number 7. Can you control your commencement date, or can the landlord start charging rent before you move in? Number 8. If you stay in your space after your lease expires, what penalty can the landlord charge, and would you be liable for consequential damages? Number 9. Is the landlord obligated to offer you neighboring space before leasing it to an outside tenant? Number 10. Do you have a renewal option for an additional term, and if so, how is the future rental rate determined? Number 11. What happens if the landlord stops providing essential services such as utilities, janitorial services, or elevator service? Number 12. Does the landlord have lien rights on your personal property? Number 13. How much personal property insurance does the landlord require, and what is a fair amount? Number 14. Does the landlord carry enough insurance to adequately rebuild the property if there is a fire or natural disaster? Number 15. If there is a fire or natural disaster, can you terminate the lease? Number 16. What happens if the building is fully or partially condemned? Number 17. If there are construction defects in your space or in the building, are you obligated to pay for the correction? Number 18. Can you assign your lease to a subsidiary or parent company without landlord approval? Number 19. What limitations are in place that might restrict your ability to sublease your space to an outside company? Number 20. Is there a requirement to notify your landlord when you terminate, renew, or vacate your lease? If you know the answers to these questions, representing yourself might make a little more sense. However, if you do not have the answers to these questions, you will want to seriously consider hiring a commercial real estate broker.